Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Baby Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. You know, when you're older, things just kind of all blend into the same day. And well, I've been working on the Jubilee blanket squares. I got, let's see, this many left to put blue on. And I got this much blue left out of the skein I started with. Good thing I went to Hobby Lobby today, right? Yes, because this is only about one more square worth right here. About one more square worth. But yes, I did go to Hobby Lobby and I got some Happy Mail from my bestie Amy with Hooked on Wish and Crochet all the way from California. She sent me some Happy Mail. She's it came with a Valentine's Day card. A beautiful card. Let's see. Wishing you a day full of happiness, the kind that fills your heart and brings a smile to your face, the kind that comes from doing the things you love with the ones who mean the most. And most of all, the kind of happiness that comes from looking around you and realizing how much you're loved. And then she put some personal notes in here. Very sweet. And she sent me a box of goodies. I'm not sure what this desk notepad. Okay, well, that's awesome. This was part of the package. Monday too. Okay, cool. It's a notepad. Well, I write a lot of notes to myself. I usually utilize the notepad on my iPhone for my notes, but sometimes I write notes, you know, on actual paper. So this will be good to have. I have notebooks around for that. She also included in the package this beach jade, which is really pretty. I don't know if y'all can appreciate how pretty this is, but it is very pretty. And she had sent us a little picture, me and Eva, a little picture of these little jades. And then she sent, I know she sent Eva some too. But she also included this pretty little rainbow pin with hearts, and it's a pin down here. So I'll add it to my pins that I have right here. And this is really beautiful here. It's, well, I put it together. It came kind of separately. I don't know if I'm going to leave it on this chain or if I'll get another chain. But it is a fox, a little fox with a moon and some, let me put it in here. It's like a couple of tree branches circling a moon, and then a little fox below that. And those of you that have been around a while know that I do love a fox, little red foxes. I don't know why, but that's my favorite wild creature. So yes, I love a fox. I have several up here that have been gifted to me, and I just love the little red fox. It's always been a thing for me. I'll get to the big item in a minute that she sent that was fragile. She was a little worried that wouldn't get here in time. And she had showed. And forgive me, my nose is. Every time it's cold, my nose does this. But she had shown a bunch of beautiful hats that she was putting in her little library to share with her neighborhood. And she had showed a bunch of hats. And she had done this particular hat in pink and gray, but I just fell in love with the pattern and the big long brim of it. And I was like, ooh, I'd love to have one of those hats. And her being her, she made me one. And she asked me what colors would I like to have it in, and I said, well, let's change it up. How about blue and gray? And so blue and gray it is. And because I have a lot of blue clothes, and so I figured it would work out just fine. And she's a little worried because it's kind of poofy, that it might not fit my my style, but oh, I assure you very much it fits me just fine. And I absolutely adore this hat. I knew I would. I knew I would. I love the brim. I love, because it comes all the way down to my neck and covers the back of my neck, which is very helpful when you don't have a lot of hair right now. And so, yes, it comes all the way down and covers the back of my neck. And that's very wonderful. And it fits my head. It hugs my head just perfectly. It's like she knew the size of my head somehow. I don't know. But it slouches really cute in the back. I don't know if y'all can see that. But it slouches really cute in the back. So cute. So cute. I'm trying to see if there's other. Nope. Let me get to the big thing. And then she sent me this framed art with a poem in it. That she's seen at, I think she said, an antique place, and she said it just spoke to her that it was meant to be mine. And I concur. It's very beautiful and very meaningful, and it made it here in one piece. And so this is very beautiful. I'll read to you what it says. And these are sand dollars from the beach. And I don't know if y'all know this, but if you find a sand dollar that has passed away, you know, that has perished, because they are living creatures. These are, you know, originally these are living creatures, one of God's creatures. And they have these little, and I'll get up, they have these little things inside them, okay? And it's very, I forget what the scientific name is for that, but they have those inside of them. And this is like a poem. It says, "The Legend of the Sand Dollar." It reads as follows. "There's a pretty little legend that I would like to tell of the birth and death of Jesus, found in this lowly shell. If you examine closely, you'll see that you find here 4 nail holes and a 5th one made by a Roman's spear. Now break the center open, and here you will release the 5 white doves awaiting to spread goodwill and peace. On one side, the Easter lily, its center is the star that appeared unto the shepherds and led them from afar. The Christmas poinsettia, etched on the other side, reminds us of his birthday, our happy Christmas tide. This simple little symbol Christ left for you and me to help us spread his gospel through all eternity." I cried when I read it the first time, and a little bit when I read it the second time to Will when he came in from work. But it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, and it means so much to me that she felt that it belonged to me when she saw it, and I love it so much. I had to find a good place for it so that I can look at it on a regular basis and remind myself how much I love the beach, and how much, you know, God is in everything, even the sand dollar and its little spines here that are contained in its shell. And it's just really beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So if you ever come across one that is perished and you break it open, you'll find those little spines, these little things, and it's very precious. But I did also go to Hobby Lobby today after I did grocery shopping, and I got some more yarn for the Jubilee blanket. I got that I didn't get a whole lot of yarn. I just mainly got that. I got Crafter's Secret yarn is what I got. I got another in the cranberry. This is Cranberry's Crafter's Secret. And in case you're new to this yarn, I will read you the specs. It is 16 ounces, 454 grams, 810 yards, 740 meters. It's 100% acrylic. It's a 4-weight yarn. Now, they recommend a 5mm knitting needle and 5.5 crochet hook. I use a 6mm crochet hook. I always have. Now, this retails normally for $11.99. It was 30% off week, so it was a little over $8. But you're getting 810 yards of a very wonderful yarn that washes up beautifully. It doesn't fuzz up when you wash it. It's very good yarn. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my absolute favorites. Also got cobalt blue because guess what? I knew I figured out I was going to run out, and I went ahead and got me another navy because I had a feeling I was going to want another navy, and another purple to go. This is also for the Jubilee blanket, and I don't know why. Maybe I was channeling Crystal, but I bought brown. That brown just said, "Take me home, take me home. You know you want some brown." So I grabbed it. It was the last thing I grabbed. I grabbed brown, and yeah, just regular brown. It calls itself brown. So yeah, that's all I bought at Hobby Lobby was these. And I'm making some real progress with the Jubilee blanket. Let me move these aside here. And my nose has just been being very athletic. But this is what I have left to get blue on. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 left to get the blue on, and then I'll go on to cranberry and do all of them in cranberry, and then I'll do purple, and that'll be my last round. So I'm getting super close to being able to lay these out on my bed and see what pattern I want to use to put them in. If I just want to do them in strips of 7 like I did the last one I did, or if I want to switch it up and do, I just want to make sure that it covers the top of my bed. And I know I'm going to connect them with the other skein of bright red that I have, this color red. I have another skein of this that I'm going to be using to connect them with, and doing, the outside. But I know also, because it is a Jubilee, meaning, jewel tones, because I'm using all, emerald, basically, emerald type color here. And of course, this is like a ruby color. This is a gold color. The blue is like a sapphire color, jewel tone type theme going on here. So I'm going to probably go around it with the gold color and do some sort of, I'm not going to do a fancy border, just, I will go around it with the gold because I have plenty of the gold left. So I will finish it with the gold all the way around it because it is jewel tones, and so all the jewels will be contained in the, within a gold ring. So I just think that works. I think that, oh, goodness knows. But anyway, that's that. Since I have a whole bunch of that left, might as well use it for the outside, rows, and finish it up that way. But at least I'm making progress on something, right? At least we had some progress on something. And I was, Will came in from work, and we were visiting, and we were both got to noticing about how much Maggie has grown in the month that we have had her. I think that she definitely was not a year old when I got her. I think that somebody has fudged her age, because she is well, I knew she'd fill out some because she's freshly spayed. And if you know anything about dogs and female dogs, once they get spayed, they kind of fill out a little bit. They get a little wider. They put on some weight. It's just, the nature of their body changes. And but she's also gotten taller. So that's not part of being spayed. That is not part of being spayed. But I know her neck has gotten thicker, and her of course she's got her winter coat on. She's not doing any shedding right now because she's got her winter coat on. So her fur is definitely very thick right now. But her neck has gotten a little thicker, and she's gotten taller. So I'm thinking she was closer to 6 months and not a year. I don't think that she was no year-old dog at all. I really don't. She's still humping Theodore. And while she decided to do that in front of Will, and Will's like, she's so aggressive. It was just so funny the way he said it, because I'm used to it, because she does it a couple of times a day, which I find it hilarious, because Theo's looking at me like, really? He gives me the old man look like, could you make her stop that? And I tell you, if I had a clip of it, I would put it in here, but I don't have a clip of her doing it, because every time I go to grab the camera, she stops. But she just jumps on him, and she straddles him, and half the time she's humping his head, and I'm like, really? But it's I don't know why I really can't explain why I find this hilarious, but I do. I find it very comical, and it makes me laugh, and I'm not correcting her. I figure eventually she will just stop on her own, and there's no need to correct her. I did Google it, and it said that they will eventually grow out of it, grow out of it, and there's no need to correct the behavior. So I could ask a vet, but I'm just gonna let it go. It's not something that it doesn't seem to be hurting her to do it. It doesn't seem to be hurting Theodore. But it definitely it makes me laugh. And it definitely made Will laugh, and he's like, she's so aggressive about it. And she definitely was. But it is what it is, and we had to take this really stiff plastic bone away from them, because we noticed how it had some really sharp edges, and we were worried about it cutting their gums. I did buy a new a little softer rubber chew toy today for them to share, and Theo liked it. We played tug with Theo with it, but Maggie was not interested. I gave her back her little Foxy, and she would love it on it, which is a little stuffed fox, in case y'all wondering. A little fox. I sacrificed and gave her. It was the one that I had purchased for myself from Michael's. There goes my nose again, y'all. Drip, drip, drip. I do go to the doctor Thursday, and so I'm going to talk to him about this nose and see if there's anything to be done about it. I'm not getting like a whole lot of sneezing or coughing or anything like that. It's just mainly if I get a chill, if I'm cold, my nose is dripping. Period. it's more of an annoyance than anything. And I don't know if that's just a natural thing but I've noticed this ever since the surgery, ever since the weight loss surgery, and ever since I started dropping weight, that when I get cold, my nose drips. It happens ever since the surgery. And I don't know what to do about it. So, but it's just happening a lot this week, and it's becoming quite an annoyance. My nose has become a little tender because of it. So I am going to ask my doctor if there's something I should be doing to prevent this, or just deal with it, or, is it a thing? I don't know. But health-wise, other than that, I seem to be doing just fine. Well, with the exception of my stomach going on the fritz every now and then and not letting me eat certain things. But, that much we can do about that. I'll talk to him about that too. Somebody suggested that I should be on some sort of medicine for my stomach. That a lot of people that have gastric bypass end up on medicine for their stomach. But I don't know. I take enough medicine as it is. I don't know if I want to add another medicine strictly for my stomach. I already take enough medicine. I don't want to add another new medicine. So, I don't know if I want to even mention it to him, to be honest. But I'll be glad when it warms up so that she and I can get back to our walks. It's supposed to be back in the 50s by the end of the week. And I'm hoping that we can get back to our walks. I am going to order her a little vest to wear. Because of her unpredictability of possible aggression. I've found a few on Amazon that I'm just gonna pick one. Some that say nervous dog, do not pet, or I'm just gonna pick one that says do not pet. Basically that's what I'm trying. I just need to have one that says do not pet. Because she is a beautiful dog, and lots of people are drawn to beautiful dogs and want to pet them. And this particular beautiful dog is not one that needs to be approached by strangers wanting to pet her, because she's a little unpredictable at the moment. So, I don't want anyone to get nipped or bitten by my sweet girl. And I don't want anyone calling the law or, suing me because my dog nipped them. But if I feel like if I have if she's wearing something that clearly marks that she is not to be approached, to be petted, then that should protect her and me against libel, against such things. That warns whoever, can read. Do not approach her. Do not attempt to pet her. She's nervous. She's not a dog you can pet. She doesn't trust easily. She's a dog you have to earn her trust. That's just who she is. That seems to be the case with her, that you just have to earn her trust. You can't just walk right up on her and expect to pet her right away. That has only worked with me and Johnny. Will, even, she didn't go right away and allow him to pet her right away. Will had to earn her trust, and it took about a week. And he lives here. But she and I hit it off right away. And then when I came home with her, she hit it right away with Johnny. But of course, Johnny's autistic. And dogs seem to have a sixth sense about people like him. And his innocence comes through, and they don't see him as a threat. No, and she instantly loved John. And so, that's me and John have been the only two people that so far, with our experience with her, that she instantly loved. Everyone else has had to earn her trust. So, you know, I'm not sure where that comes from. If that comes from the older couple that she was with that had her for some months and then became too frail to care for her, and then went and got her spayed and squared away health-wise, and then surrendered her. That's what happened with Maggie, and which is really sad. But they had money to spend on her to get her medically cleared, but then they surrendered her. And I don't know how long she was at the shelter. I really don't. I just know that, you know, she's taken a while to adjust. So, but I mean, in potty training, some days are better than others. You know, some days she doesn't have but one accident. Some days she doesn't have any accidents, and then some days she has many accidents. So it's really hit and miss with her. I'm hoping once the weather warms up and completely warms up, and that my bones are not hurting me so much that I can go outside with her more. She seems to do better when someone is outside with her. She seems to do her business better when someone's with her outside. So I'm hoping that, you know, that I can do that more once the weather is better and my bones aren't hurting me so much, and my mobility isn't so difficult like it is when it's cold. Because honestly, my back, I have osteoarthritis in my spine, and going out every single time she wants to go out, just to make sure she's doing what she needs to do outside, is very difficult when it's cold. So yeah, so it's part of her accident having is probably partially my fault, and so that's why there's been no punishment behind her accidents, because it's really not her fault. It's just lack of being able to go out there with her. And now there have been days where I went out there with her and she did her business, and I gave her praise and properly celebrated, you know, her doing good. And then she didn't have any accidents the rest of that day. You know, it just needs to be consistent, and I know that. I just need the weather to be consistent too. You know what I'm saying? Once the weather's consistent, and then I can get her on track. Once she's on track, this potty training thing won't be a problem. Oh, my throat just went dry all of a sudden. But anyhow, that's my happy mail. That's my little bit of yarn that I bought today. And that's my dog talk for today. Johnny made us some spaghetti for supper. I was able to eat a little bit before my stomach decided to go no. I'm hoping I can reheat it and try again here in a little while. It happens that way. Sometimes I can eat a bite or two and then my stomach goes no. And then if I wait an hour or two and then reheat it and try again, then I'm okay to eat the rest of it. It happens. It just happens. I don't know why. I wish I knew why, but it happens a lot. But I wanted to get a video in with y'all and visit with you and show you what Amy sent me, and share with you where I was with at least one of the 4 blankets I got going. I know I was debating on the beachy colors that I had bought, the Karen 1-pounders I had bought in beachy colors. I was debating on Grady Square, C2C, or Prairie Stitch. And then I decided to go corner to corner with that one. And now I'm sitting here going, I really want a Granny Square blanket in beach colors. And I'm going, do I have the yarn for that? And now I'm going, yes you do, yes you do. So as soon as I get done with the Jubilee blanket, I'll be doing another Granny Square blanket in beach colors. Yeah. Why? Because I can. And because it's blanket season, is it not? Yes, yes it is. And I'm having fun, and I'm enjoying it, taking a break from sweater making. Now, if anybody wants a sweater made by me, you know how to email me. Emailing me is always in the description box, and you're welcome to do that. I'd be happy to make anybody a sweater. I could surely use the funds. So, you know, don't hesitate to email me about a sweater if you want one made by me. I can definitely whip one of those up at any point in time. All my blanket projects are, you know, subject to be put aside for a sweater. So that's not a problem. But anyway, I thank all y'all for watching and tuning in. And I did meet some really nice people at Hobby Lobby and handed out my business card. So if y'all are watching, hey! I didn't get names. I should have, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. But very nice people. You know me, I don't meet strangers. I just meet people that aren't yet my friends. That's how it goes sometimes. But yeah. So I'm going to let y'all go, and I'm going to work the rest of these squares in blue. And then, I don't know, I'll pick up something else, or I won't. I don't know yet. But I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please, of course, remember to adopt, don't chop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye now.